We headed up to the northern boreal forest of Manitoba to try and chase some sharp-tailed grouse. Sharp-tailed grouse are an underrated but really tough to hunt upland game bird. They're known for flushing at about 40 yards, which gives it a tough shot, and it's also hard to find them. Their habitat is very specific, and finding them across the boreal, across the plains, or in the different habitats that you can find them in Canada can be tough. You can differentiate sharp-tailed grouse from other birds in that they're chicken-like, so similar to other grouses. If you look at the top of their head, they've got a bit of a crest, like a mohawk going on. And if you can see their front of them, they've got a bit of a white belly. Their distinctive feature is their pointed tail. Sharp-tailed grouse can be found in many parts across Manitoba, from the far north, the Hudson Plains, to the more central southern parts in the prairies and boreal plains. Areas where you can find them most is along that southern border of the prairies as well as the interlakes region. Sharp-tailed grouse have a clump distribution, which means you can't find them everywhere, but when you find the right habitat, you tend to find a bunch of them. Their preferred habitat is openings with tall grass and shrubs. So this mixture of shrubby areas as well as grasslands and openings is the key to finding sharp-tails. Sharp-tailed grouse can be found in a variety of different ecosystems that contain these three characteristics that they need: shrubby areas, grasslands, and openings. Where you can find them, most often people think of them as really a prairie bird, so along that prairie ecosystem along the US border. They can also be found in pasture lands, as well as sometimes you can find them in clear cuts that have that right mosaic of habitats, as well as up north, kind of along the edges of wetlands or rivers. There'll often be these openings that provide the right habitat for sharp-tails, as well as along the tundra in the far north. We wanted to try and find sharp-tailed grouse to hunt them way in the north, along the Hudson Plains, so we headed up to Gillow, Manitoba to try our luck at finding sharp-tailed grouse. On the way, we saw our first sign of a sharp-tailed grouse. Before long, we found the habitat we were looking for, a combination of willow shrubs, shorter conifer trees, and open grasslands. It provided the right mosaic of habitats to find sharp-tailed grouse, and before long we were on birds. We've been hunting sharp-tailed grouse in northern Manitoba, and we finally got on one at about 10 meters away, and James had some challenges. We'll give it a shot. Again, the bird flew away, but it was really exciting. This is perfect sharp-tailed grouse habitat. You can see here it's really low to the ground. You've got the different plants here that they can eat and hide in. We were blown away that there was a sharp-tailed grouse hidden in cover so short. But great hunting today. The wind howled straight from the Arctic, and the rain came down, but we didn't give up. We spread out across the big cut line, about shooting distance apart, and walked, kicking up the brush as we went, hoping to jump a sharp-tailed grouse. It was beautiful, a true northern scene. And before long, two birds busted out of cover in front of James. He swung his shotgun, and two went down into the thicket. He started searching, but he couldn't find them. We grouped up and started searching as a team, and before long, two birds were found. We harvested our first sharp-tailed grouse as a group in northern Manitoba. Okay, we got a sharp-tailed grouse here. We're gonna apply the rough grouse pull, step on the wings, pull on the legs trick. We don't know if it's gonna work, but we're gonna try. Here we go. Ooh, looks like it might work. Nope. Nope. Ooh, stanky. All right. Maybe it wasn't so successful, but let's see. We're gonna keep working here. So you can see the meat of a sharp-tailed grouse is very dark. It's very similar to a spruce grouse. unlike a rough grouse, which is kind of the same color as a chicken. So we're gonna keep working on there, trying to get that breast free. Ooh, you can really smell that bird, eh? It's got a bit of a stink to it, similar to ducks. Oh, wow, I do smell that. Okay, we're slowly getting there. It's not nearly as smooth as a sprucey or a roughie, but we'll be there soon enough. Look at that, a beautiful breast sharp-tailed grouse. Ready for the pan. If you too want to get out and harvest sharp-tailed grouse, try and remember the key habitat features for finding sharp-tailed grouse, which is a combination of openings, grasslands, and shrubs. Sharp-tailed grouse are available in many different provinces across Canada, so get out there and try and find some birds.
Wise use. Educate, inspire, and experience.